Welcome back once again, and as we know that Egypt has been striving to send the humanitarian aid to our brothers and sisters in the Gaza enclave, and it was blocked and prevented by the Israeli occupation. Egypt have never stopped and have never gave up to the efforts to be able to send, especially at this harsh weather, sending the food parcels, the blankets, the baby food, the winter clothing, the medicine, and all the commodities, even the fuel. Egypt is sending fuels, but it's always been being blocked by the Israeli occupation. Very delighted to be having with us here in the studio our dear guest and prominent guest, Dr. Walaa Sherif. She's a political marketing professor. Good morning, Dr. Walaa.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Thank you.
So, Egypt have been sparing every effort, not denying all the sustained efforts ever since October 7th, the next day, to send the humanitarian aid. And it is being blocked and offended by the Israeli occupation. How do you assess the situation inside Gaza?
We can assess it. What can we do more? Let's say, what can we do more after October Peace Summit that was held here in Sharm el-Sheikh, as Trump and Erdogan managed, and 20 other presidents have attended that and stayed for peace for a while. Let's say Israel-Palestinian peace for a while. Now we are in the winter, especially. We have talked in last October Peace Summit about the infrastructure of Palestinian or especially Gaza infrastructure. But the Palestinian people now live in shelters in winter. We are talking about human beings, not only war, not only blockage of what? What are Israel is blocking aid, blocking shelters,
blocking humanitarian aid.
Yes. How come?
There is no
UN, United Nations, UN should take a great role in that. Especially it's humanitarian. You know, we're not talking about war right now. We're talking about children, families. I'll not. You have said babies' food. Not only babies' food, hospitals, medicines, shelters, clothes, even winter. We should.
Winter clothes.
We should
warm winter clothes.
Yes.
Because the temperature is below.
And
way below.
A lot of storms, and they live in shelter. Can you imagine people living in shelter?
And there are babies, infants who died because of the harsh weather.
And we have to state that UN or the United Nations should take a great action with Israel regarding that we are talking about human beings, nothing about lands right now. We are talking about humanitarian. So an action should be taken, of course. And Egypt play a great, important role, especially logistics, especially anything that should go to Gaza will go through Egypt. So we can manage that logistically, but let the whole world and the world media that covered what happened in Gaza daily collaborate and fund them. And Egypt
speak up.
And speak. They are yes, speak up. And Egypt is more welcome to open Rafah to fund the Palestinians.
You know, Dr. Walaa, the problem is that the international community, and in particular the United States, which is the political wing of the United Nations, I mean,
yes,
the political wing of the United States is completely paralyzed, and they have their hands tied in front of Israel because it's backed in reality by the United States, and there is nobody that you can complain to. And that is the problem.
Yes. Well, you know what is make me, if you have watch world media like CNN, they talk peacefully, as if everything is going okay in Gaza, and there is peace between Israel and Palestine right now, especially in the winter season, and all the aids are supported to Gaza people, especially medical aids, which is important, more shelters, how to save children from that winter, and women, of course. But nothing, but when we talk about the Arab media, nothing of that is implemented. So we have to speak up, and we have to say that nothing is implemented, and we have to collaborate to save people, to save humans.
Right. Do you think, it's not that you think, let me put it that way, the question is, we have succeeded, Egypt and the international lobby, to corner Israel and exclude it out of the international scene, and we succeeded in that, and also resulted in the acknowledgement and realization of Palestine as a state from more than 150 countries. At the end, we resulted in that Sharm el-Sheikh peace process. So the pressure is good, and speaking up is good, but it takes time. So how do you evaluate that particular lane, which is speaking up all the time, urging the international community, countries and all that? Do we have any other way?
Yes, we have to keep speaking up. Keep speaking up and taking actions. Maybe our media last few months we're focusing on the parliamentary elections, on what is going on in Egypt internally, but externally what we have to focus on our external relations with all countries, as if each and every country, especially the main file which is happening in Gaza, and you have started your question by yes, Egypt is playing a great important role in that, in managing all countries from years ago, and by last October Peace Summit that was, I don't like to say that was managed by Donald Trump, but it is hosted in Egypt, in Sharm el-Sheikh. So it's managed by the Egyptian people. And it was safe, and it was a great political message to all the world that Egypt can do anything. And Egypt, yes, can. I would like to tell you something. I would like to talk about Egypt as government and Egyptian people. Egypt as government is taking a lot of actions supporting Palestinian state.
And supporting neighboring countries.
Neighbor countries, of course. Anything regarding Palestinian people, you will find the Egyptian people as people supporting them, regardless the government. They will find they are funding them by their own selves.
Right. Unfortunately, we ran out of time, and of course, on a promise that you're going to visit us very real soon. Dr. Walaa Sherif, the political marketing professor, thank you so much for coming over to the breakfast show, and may you have a beautiful day as you.
Thank you.
By this, I guess we come to the end of this edition of the breakfast show. Many thanks to all of you. Until we see you again tomorrow morning, that's a goodbye.